Hello, thank you for joining me. It's Friday the 10th of May. I'm going to use my Animal Tarot and Animal Oracle cards today with a reading for you. So let's see who comes out. Oh, okay. Camel, Seeker of Branches. I feel like the pyramids come into our readings quite often. And I always feel that's about alignment and knowing. It's sort of not even mentioning the camel at the moment, but I'm really drawn to the pyramids because there's so much we don't understand about why, how they were built, why they're there. There's theories and, you know, we know to some extent they're aligned with the stars, but there was so much magical and mysticism around the Egyptian world that we're still to learn, still to understand. And on some level, I feel like the people gone by in the world that we kind of only read about in our history books seem to have known a lot more about things that we now just don't really take much attention to, like the moon cycles and the stars and the way the planets affect us and, you know, working with nature. I feel like our human modern world is very out of alignment with how we're perhaps supposed to be, or maybe, you know, many years before how we were. And you know what? I'm looking at the camels now, and I don't know if this is perhaps true. I think it is. There's no wild camels now. They're all domesticated. Be it in, I know there's some in Australia. I went camel riding when I was in Australia many years ago. But, you know, be there in Australia or in Africa or, you know, the Middle East. As far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong, there are no more wild camels. I find that quite interesting, and I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but I just feel like this camel's coming in today to say, you know what, we've been tamed a little bit. We do what we do and we're good at doing it. You know, we can trek for miles and we can hold our water and look after people and ride through the deserts. But actually, we had a purpose. We had a goal. We did something else before we were domesticated. And I feel like there's a calling there for us to see in which ways we've been domesticated. I don't, you know, I know, I'm not saying never do housework again. I don't mean it like that. I just mean we've been conditioned. In our human modern world, we've been conditioned to carry our phones around with us wherever we go, to, you know, work in a job that we potentially may not like because we've got to earn money, because we've got to do this and we've got to have a certain standard and blah, 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 you know, filling the gaps for what's relevant for you. But I feel this seeker of branches, he's got this tiny branch in his mouth with a bit of fire there. I feel like that is a little bit of his passions coming out and wanting to break from the pack who are up here and be his own person, do his own thing. And I really feel that, you know, this camel is showing us that, well, I'm not just one of many domesticated camels. I want to go off and whatever he wants to do. I don't know. But that's the message today. The Seeker of Branches in a normal tarot pack would be the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is always on adventures, going off here, there and everywhere, finding the new exciting thing, you know, getting what he's passionate about and going off and doing it, creating something amazing. So I do feel that this is a calling now to go and do something out of the ordinary for you. Now, that might be book yourself a holiday to a destination you've always wanted to go to, or, you know, just grab your bags and the next bank holiday that comes along, go for a weekend away. It might be, as obviously this is a collective message, you might struggle to actually go outside. There are some people that really just don't like going out and mixing with the world. So maybe just, you know, getting up, getting dressed and going out for the day is you're pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and doing something very, very different. Who knows? I feel like I'm saying that because I want everyone to do something that pushes themselves a little bit. But just be proud of your own achievements, I guess, is the message there. And not compare yourself to others. So perhaps a day for not being on social media. Okay, so let's pick an animal oracle card now and see what other animal comes out to join the camel. Oh, bless. Dog spirit. How beautiful is that? Be loyal to what you love. Okay. Yeah. I see how that ties in with our camel, because I feel like the message there was, don't be put off by what other people see as pushing out of their comfort zone and doing what they want. This is about you. This is about doing what you love, what you want to do, and being loyal to that, standing up for it. Maybe perhaps that's what you've got to do. Perhaps you've got to put your foot down and say, no, this is important, I'm going to do it. But obviously, I love the fact that the dogs come in to remind us of that. And dogs are so loving and so caring and so funny. So perhaps there's that idea of not being too forceful when we're putting our point across, if you're wanting to go out there and do something a little bit different. I love the dog's eyes here. I don't know if you can see that close up. It's got these beautiful blue eyes and he's just looking so lovingly. And I think, anyone who is a dog owner, and obviously you know that I am, I've got lovely Poppy, they enrich your world, don't they? But I think if you're not a dog lover, if you're a cat lover or tortoise lover, whatever, everyone's got something in their life that just brings them happiness. It might be an animal, for many of us it is, but it might be a talent, it might be a country or a particular place that brings you absolutely back to that just unconditional love and happiness. So whatever it is, I feel like the camel's saying, let's do this, let's go find it. And the dog is reminding us of just the huge amount of love we can get when we're really tuning into what it is or who it is or where it is that we love. Okay, that's our message for today. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be back again tomorrow with another reading for you, so please join me then. Bye for now.